They're the visionaries responsible for some of the most beautiful video games out there. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 video game concept artists. For this list, we're looking at concept artists that are responsible for the look and design of video game characters, environments, and aesthetics.
You see that? Shh, don't scare it.
Number 10, Hidetaka Miyazaki, Souls series. It takes some real artistic ability to find such beauty in such deep darkness. Excluding Dark Souls 2, Miyazaki contributed as director to every game in the series. Before From Software allowed him to take over Demon's Souls, the company was under the impression that the project would be a failure. But under his ambitious eye, it began one of gaming's most famous and unique RPG franchises. The imagery is, as the title implies, very dark, yet strangely beautiful and mesmerizing. Every inch of the environment helps to tell the story of a fantastical, grim world unlike anything else out there. Number 9, Hayami Kojima, Castlevania series.
No, it cannot be!
This woman created some of gaming's most recognizable vampires. Her unique style involves a variety of different techniques, including smudging and the use of a palette knife to give her paintings a more three-dimensional look. Needless to say, this made Castlevania one of the most beautiful action platformer franchises in all of video games. The franchise's highly individual look owes to both gothic Dracula imagery and manga styles, countering both creepiness and gracefulness in the characters and environments. What's most impressive about her visual style is that her artistry is completely self-taught, as she received no formal training, which is the mark of a true artistic genius.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Number 8, John Sweeney, The Last of Us, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
I always try and put something personal in one piece that's kind of for someone I know, like family, friend, or even just myself.
The 7th console generation saw a golden age for developer Naughty Dog, churning out the post-apocalyptic masterpiece The Last of Us. It's already earned a reputation as one of the most memorable games of all time, and that's due in large part to Sweeney's work.
You know that, right?
Like the game's heavy subject matter, the look and feel of the game manages to balance ugliness and elegance in a ravaged world. More recently, he contributed to the finale of the Uncharted series, gracefully bringing the series into the current generation with some of the franchise's best environments.
So, it's taken forever to get to this volcano.
Patience, Victor.
Though he has fewer credits than some of the other artists on this list, it still makes us excited for what his future holds.
Looks like we're not the first ones here.
Number 7, Python Angelo, Joust, Bubbles, Star Rider, and pinball machines.
I created jobs for other people. They were basically artistic missions from God, like the Blues Brothers, if you can relate to that.
We may be stretching the definition of concept artists here a bit, but we couldn't deny the influence this man had on the video game industry. He contributed to the aesthetic of several classic arcade games, but is more well known for his highly influential designs for pinball machines.
It was all something my parents didn't understand and the world out there. They were still trying to tell me to go and get a real job.
One of the most recognizable names in the gaming industry, his designs may be more simplistic, since he was one of the first concept artists, but he still utilized innovative techniques to create imagery that is now synonymous with gaming in the 1980s. Though he sadly passed away in 2014, he certainly left a significant mark on the history of video games.
Every job, every experience I had made me a better human being and brought experiences that later on in life, designing a pinball game or doing a painting or helped me.
Number 6, Bengus, Street Fighter series. Every industry out there has those who have enough talent to go by a single name. And for video game concept art, that distinction is held by a somewhat enigmatic figure. He's responsible for the unique look of this fighting game series, particularly the most recognizable characters Ryu, Alex, and Akuma. In addition, he contributed to redesigns of some of the most famous Marvel characters for the Marvel vs. Capcom series. His skill in creating a world of his own and later integrating some already well-known characters into that universe and making them his own makes him a gaming icon. Number 5, Sam Samwise Didier. StarCraft series, Warcraft series, Diablo series.
So with the Zerg, we have to make sure that we keep them looking sinister and aggressive and evil, but without just throwing a bunch of spikes and teeth on them, because that's not as memorable.
Blizzard Entertainment is the quintessential developer for some of the most noteworthy games out there, and Didier was invaluable to the development of 3 of the greatest of all time.
For honor.
Though he is most famous for his fantastical images in the World of Warcraft series, he has shown incredible range by also creating a sci-fi universe for StarCraft and a darker world for Diablo. While he's definitely not the sole contributor to Blizzard's success, it's impossible to deny that one of the biggest appeals of these games is their aesthetic prowess. Since these games have proven their ability to adapt to the improving quality of video games, we're sure he'll continue to provide us with more fantastic characters and landscapes for years to come.
Memory gaps are a standard side effect. Stand and lower your visor for software calibration.
Number 4, Akira Toriyama, Dragon Quest series and Chrono Trigger. Unlike most of the artists on this list, Toriyama had already established himself as a successful artist as a creator of the classic manga Dragon Ball.
That was good!
Following this incredible accomplishment, he made a move to video games to continue his career with character designs for the Dragon Quest series and character and environment designs for Chrono Trigger. His influential manga art style continued into his concept art, working well in these classic RPGs. His work will be forever memorialized by a special ending to Chrono Trigger, in which he makes a cameo appearance with the game's other developers. While his manga work may be what he's most remembered for, his contribution to video games can't be ignored. Number 3, Ken Sugimori, Pokemon series. This is the man who is responsible for designing every single one of the original Pokemon except Mew.
では、ピカチュウを描いてみます。
Many of them are immediately recognizable to even the most casual of gamers. While he isn't solely responsible for the many remaining Pokemon, he still has the final say on all of them, and they're all adapted to his style before the final product is revealed. As the art director for the entire franchise, the look of not only the video games, but also the anime, manga, and films are all due to him. That's an incredible amount of work to be responsible for, but he's hit it out of the park every time, and we're confident that won't stop anytime soon.
Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, King, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree!
Number 2, Yoji Shinkawa, Metal Gear series.
This time around, it's a little bit more heavier than usual, and even me drawing these characters makes me kind of down sometimes.
After rising through the ranks of Konami, Shinkawa began to work on character and environmental designs for the Metal Gear series, before becoming art director for the Hideo Kojima-directed entries in the better-known Metal Gear Solid branch of the franchise.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
He has cited many different artists as inspiration, both Eastern and Western, coincidentally including our number 1 pick. This has provided the series with its unique look, with roots in both anime and contemporary art.
Stay where you are. I've had enough of your judo.
His friendship with Kojima will continue into their next effort, Death Stranding, which will no doubt continue his unique artistic vision.
Soon I'll come around.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Yoshitaka Amano, Final Fantasy series.
しない人が多くて、あんまりこう政治家とかいないんですよね。これからこう文化的な人はいるんですけど、一応そういうところで。
There are few video game series that have been more influential than the Final Fantasy series, and it wouldn't be what it is without this brilliant artist. Though his role in the series is now a lot less major than it once was, he still contributed to every main installment in the series in some capacity, including some absolutely stunning character design and artwork for the first 10 games and graphic design for the first 6.
ね、やっぱり普通と違うからいろいろ大変かもしれないけども。
Few video game artists have worked on so many games that have created so many legacies. An artist of this talent and scope was an easy choice to nab our first place. Do you agree with our list?
Right. You're disoriented. Remain calm.
Who's your favorite video game concept artist? For more visionary top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to Watch Mojo.
これもね、別に特に何かダメっていうのをただ書いたり。